All right, and we are live on a Dad Hat Chronicle Sports Show. My name is Ed, also known as the Dad Hat. With me, I got my wonderful friends. And one of on location. As you can tell, if you don't know how that does, it's because he's using his cell phone upside, instead of sideways where he can see more people. But it's cool though. Don't worry. Oh, there it is. Oh, and then going back. Okay, now we're all sick. Welcome everybody to, like I said, to another Dad Hat Chronicle Sports Show. How is everybody doing tonight? How are you doing, friends?
Can't complain. How are you doing, Ed?
Come on now, baby. You know I'm cool as the other side of the pillow.
Yes, sir.
And so,
almost the end of the week, so I'm doing good.
Sweet Jesus, thank God.
I know. I thought my week was going to end like on Tuesday, and I was going to have a long break. Nope.
You got a long week coming.
I may not have to work after Monday next week, so
I wouldn't work at all. Be like, no, I don't want to work with you guys.
Well, I got to work up until the day before Thanksgiving, so it's.
Well, I'm working Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday is kind of like working from home. But
I mean, I am working on Wednesday, but it's mainly for coverage. I have colleagues in my department that I usually try to give them that because they actually have like cooking skills where they need to use it the day before. And then,
tell me, hey, did somebody just score, Eric?
Yeah, we scored. Wichita scored.
And I love how excited you are about the fact that your team just scored. I mean, I love the energy. You were just like,
I know, right?
Yeah.
So he looks so excited.
So Wichita State has a hockey team?
A minor league hockey team.
Oh, there's a minor league hockey team there. Okay. That's cool.
What's the name? What's the name, Eric? The Thunder. The Wichita Thunder. That's an interesting name.
I might have to fly to Wichita now.
See, because Donnie's all about hockey now.
I'm loving some hockey.
Well, I mean, I saw a billboard with you on it, and I bought a ticket to Wichita. So.
Oh, there it is. There it is. All right, boys and girls. Hello to the chat room. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. Thank you for joining us on the Dad Hat Chronicle Sports Show. But let's start with you, Prospector. What are we drinking, and what are we wearing?
Well, tonight I'm just drinking water.
And how dare you?
I know, right? Such nerve. And tonight I am wearing the Casper Rockies. So
Casper Rockies. That's a pretty nice little cap you got there, man.
Oh my God. That's
yes, sir. Okay. So it wasn't an on-field one. This is more of a custom version of it. But
I like the custom version. That's pretty cool custom version.
So it's got like, it's hard to see, but purple on top, like Rockies purple, and then a black bill. So from my friends at Topper Store USA.
All right. And wearing pink.
Yes, sir. Pink's my favorite color.
Not wrong with that. I actually got a pink shirt in my box set clothes that they get shipped to me monthly. You get it didn't fit right, so I had to return it. But I really like the material; it's really nice. All right, going down from you, Mr. Mayor. Talk to me.
All right, so we're a week out from Turkey Day, so I had to break out the Copa from the Augusta Green Jackets here,
which I still want, and they don't have that cap.
I love this. This is 3930 as well. So
they don't have a Dad Hat in that. You know that?
I do know that.
Pavo Salvaje has it? Is it?
No, Pavo Salvaje.
Salvaje. Okay. I knew I was butchering that. I still have not been able to get it.
You sure did, because it's not Savant.
That's why I didn't want to roll it out off my tongue whenever I first went through it, because I'm like, I'm not gonna say it right.
How dare
Pavo
you?
Salvaje.
Pavo Salvaje. It means wild turkey.
Salvaje. Okay. So
wild turkey.
I got this, and of course, with the news today, I grabbed the Trash Pandas shirt.
Is that something that Mr. Prospector is going to talk about in the MILB report?
It may be. It may be.
I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll have to wait and see.
Okay. All right. We'll see. There was a little news, just small news, nothing crazy.
Just a little bit. But shout out to the chat there, Lynn. Lynn just sent me a text that I may have something on the way to wear on a future sports show here. So
I love it.
Looks like Brett's buying stuff, but He hasn't made any more bets with me. He's lost the last 2, so
He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to lose any more bets. He's like, I'm done with the bets.
As far as what I'm drinking, this is one of the 2 limited release alternate versions of the coffee lager from Steel Hands Brewing here in Columbia. This is the white chocolate mocha version.
Ooh.
There's also a creme brulee version.
That sounds gross.
So
But continue.
I wanted to try this one tonight and kind of give Eric a preview.
That was my nickname in high school, white chocolate version.
I thought you were going to go like the whole white chocolate mocha.
I know. I was just waiting for it.
Or either he was white chocolate latte.
Oh God.
Because it depended on what girl he was talking to.
Right. Oh my God. We're not going to mention that. Eric, what are you drinking? What are you wearing, my friend?
I am not drinking anything at hockey games since I'm driving, but I have the Asheville Hippies hat that Rhonda's aunt, cousin, Donnie, right?
Cousin, yes.
Cousin got for me, and then I got it pairs with my new Earn Fun Average shirt, tie-dye shirt.
I love that tie-dye. That's nice.
That's what I'm wearing.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
That's
Mine.
me.
Yep, mine will be here tomorrow.
I am wearing a Lehigh Valley, the bacon one. You know, it's something I didn't really realize this little subtle design from this hat. The fact that it says Iron Pig in there. Did not notice that until I got the hat, and I'm like,
Really?
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
With Iron Pig's hats, well, with a lot of those hats, you've got to really look for those little Easter eggs in them.
Yeah, exactly. You really do have to look for the Easter egg. So I was like, okay, I like that a lot. I appreciate you. So this is one of the 2 hats that Donnie made me spend my money on. Thank you, Donnie. Appreciate you. Because I also did get the cookies in the Dad Hat. And yes, Brett, I do own hats other than Dad hats. I own plenty of 5950s, plenty of snapbacks. So yeah, there you go. The hats that I will not buy, 3930s. Sorry, Donnie. I will not buy a visor. There's no way I'm buying a visor because it just looks stupid on someone who's bald. It's just, you know what I mean?
Unless it has that fake hair there.
Unless it has a fake hair and then you buying as a prop.
Right.
And then,
I don't know. I think you could pull it off, Ed. I think you could pull off a visor with that.
Who was
shiny
that?
dome.
Who was that coach that did that in the NFL?
Peterson. Peterson was the one that wore that when he was with the Eagles. That's where that kind of came from.
No. But it was someone who was bald. I think he was with Green Bay.
Oh, bald. Was it Nagy with the Bears?
Nagy. It was Nagy.
It was Nagy.
Was it Matt Nagy?
Matt Nagy.
Yeah.
He was the one that wore
with the Chiefs and the Bears.
And the Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. And the Bears. That's right. So he's the one that wore it. And I'm like, that just doesn't look right.
I heard his name come up earlier this week about the Jets.
Bro,
like,
we're going to talk about the Jets here in a minute. Let's just.
Matt Nagy.
But I want to make sure that we talk about our sponsor, which is
who is
All
that?
Ford Baseball Company. They are a proud sponsor of the Dad Hat Chronicle Sports Show. For you, those of you that feel like purchasing and supporting All Ford Baseball Company, you are able to use code DADHAT15 at checkout, Brett. Just so you can
hear that, Brett.
Yeah, that's right. So you can go ahead and get 15% off your purchase. Again, Dad Hat 15 at checkout. All right.
And I'll gladly take a bet with Brett for some Old Fort merchandise, so I can save him 15% whenever I win. So you just lay out the bet, Brett. You just lay out the bet.
You're just waiting.
that.
Ed and I follow your challenge, so we need more hats than with hair. Listen, Brett, I'm with you there, man. Again, that's why I wear hats. Like during the summer, you have to wear them because sometimes it just gets a little toasty. You know what I mean? For us that don't have any hair, I don't want to get burned. You know what I mean? So let's not do that. So, all right, boys and girls. I wanna first start off with congratulating our good friend here, Donnie, whose Yankee got an MVP. It's good atta boy. Congratulations, you got something because you couldn't win a World Series.
Don't judge me, okay?
Okay, we will be judging.
Well, Ed, it's like I said on the chat earlier. There's a good thing there wasn't a catch to that, to that award.
Ooh.
Oh.
And then I replied, maybe he'd missed catching it because he already had the award in the glove.
Well, I'm not one to judge.
Mm.
Oh, wait a minute.
Eric is loving all of this.
All rise.
Jokes.
All rise.
Tell me, Ed,
For
what
the
did he
MVP.
do to deserve it? Like, what did he literally do?
So that's my question. And listen, I get that a little, like, oh, he was the best players, but to me, and let me see if I'm wrong. But to me, if you were to remove Judge from that lineup, will that hurt that lineup? Will it hurt the team?
Not as bad as some other teams, and I'll give you all that. I
I know.
I pick it, Eric. I'm not an apologist for this because I think, I mean, basically it was like him and Ohtani from like week one.
It's the popularity contest at this point. An MVP, most valuable player. Like, I mean, that it's like if you were to remove that player from set lineup, from set team, will that team will it hurt? No, it didn't hurt their chances to making it to the World Series. Because to be honest with you, he really wasn't present that much during the playoffs.
He didn't. And last few years, he's been hurt for long stretches, and they've still been successful. And to Eric's point, Bobby Witt should have probably really won the award. I will say that. Because
I agree.
He is more valuable to Kansas City getting to where they got to than what Judge is to the Yankees, to your point.
Yeah.
So I get that. But you're right. These awards become popularity contests. Same with the Heisman. The Heisman does not go to the most outstanding player in college football. I think we touched on this previously. It's the same with the MVP. It's just a popularity
just like
contest.
the MVP in the NFL. It automatically is going to be a quarterback, and I'm still tired of it.
Well,
it's ridiculous because there should be people other than quarterbacks that are more valuable to their teams than just the quarterbacks.
Correct.
There's two things I would say about probably in Judge's defense. Number one, like his stats, like this past season and then like the last couple of seasons, I mean, they are historically good. They really are. I mean, his batting average, his RBIs, his home runs. I mean, they are, if you look at the numbers historically, they are historically good. So I get that. And also it ends up being MVP ends up being a regular season award. It's not a postseason, and whether that's right or wrong, it largely ends up being, in my opinion, a regular season award.
When they should move the awards to right before the playoff starts.
Yeah, I mean,
just like the NBA does it, right? As soon as the NBA done.
Well, like,
fumble from the Steelers.
I just saw that.
You know who made that happen? Jameis.
Let me ask you this: do you like that the Browns had the white face masks again on their helmet?
I like them.
I think they're sharp. Man. You don't like them?
I think this combo with the brown jersey, with the white face mask and the white number, that's a very, very good combo for a team that has the most boring helmet there is.
There is no helmet. That's all.
I mean, like it's just an orange helmet, but to me, the orange helmet doesn't work with the white uniforms.
You know what? Which helmet does?
The white
helmet. The white helmet that they use, the alternate white helmet. Oof, that is such a nice helmet.
That is pretty cool. But something about the solid, like the brown with just the white and orange trim to it. That's a good look.
I agree.
I love that uniform back when Keith Byers was there. He came out of Clemson, went there, and I was like, oh, that's a nice looking uni.
Yeah. I like this. What Lynn says. Put in all MLB awards in one night. String them out for a week is dopey. I totally agree. Major League Baseball has done so many bad things, such as this. Like NFL awards, man, they put on a show with music, with presenters and all that. Like, I mean, it is well done, right? And the fact that the Major League Baseball cannot get themselves to really just do this, and then on top of that, right now you're highlighting players. Right at that point, you want to grow the sport. You want to make sure that you're highlighting these special players. This is the way to do it.
Yeah. So One thing that I had thought about, yeah. Excuse me. One thing I was thinking about, talking about whether they should be before the playoffs or after the playoffs, the stringing it out after the World Series, especially this long after the World Series. You know, the Super Bowl, they do a lot of things around the Super Bowl because, of course, it's one night.
Correct.
Why wouldn't Major League Baseball consider having an awards night the night before Game 1 of the World Series? There's always a break leading up to the World Series.
Do it in the city that's hosting the first game.
Exactly. That way you can move it around based on who's hosting the Game 1, and then just have a big night. All the award winners are in there. Just make an event out of it. And to me, that would go over so much better, kind of leading into, because you could talk about the players that are in the World Series that have won some of those awards, or like your manager of the year could be managing in the World Series, your MVPs, your whatever, your Gold Glove winners, your Silver Slugger winners. You can highlight them throughout the World Series, the ones that are there. I mean, it's so much better things that they could do with that. You're right.
This is for us that we're such big fans of the sport, right? Like, I mean, we love this sport, right? I mean, it's our favorite sport, but like, they could be doing so many other things so much better, and they don't, and it's really frustrating.
Yeah,
you know.
I don't know if I would want to have it in the middle of a travel day. It needs to be right before, like the day before the series starts, because everybody from all the
you have that week
are in town, yeah.
Right?
You have that week leading up.
Or even if you want to do it like from New York City or from LA, whatever, it doesn't matter. Pick a city, right? But do it the week before, like that week before the World Series is about to start. So that way you are dominating the news,
yes,
the sports news world, right? And now you are the awards. You are the sport that they're talking about because you put something together.
From a scheduling perspective, it would be a lot like what the NFL does with the Pro Bowl, right? Where they would have it. I mean, now I get that this is an award show and not another game, like an exhibition of sorts, but it's an event that Ed, you said it perfectly. I mean, it's an event that you put on the schedule to kind of get people's attentions back on the sport, and it's a really good segue into your main event, right? In this case, the World Series. So.
Oh, we still miss him.
Yeah. So like I said, I mean, it's like Terry was saying, like there's the bye week, but am I right in saying that in that bye week, is the Pro Bowl after the Super Bowl, or is it right before the Super Bowl? Isn't it?
It's right before.
They've been doing it the weekend before because it's a 2 week.
So
because they've been going back and forth between Hawaii one year and then a city, NFL city the next year. So it goes back and forth, which is fine. I mean, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do it that week before, right? And then now you're just like, now we're done with the like, oh, okay, now we can't, we're like, we're counting the playoffs. Or it's like, well, look how bad he did. And I get that. You know what I mean? Obviously, those ballots have been turned in right before the playoff starts. I think we all get that, but it's like it leaves that communication, that all of that out of the.
It keeps eyes on the product, right? I mean, and that's what you want. Everyone, like the whole league gets some love through the award, through the award ceremony, and then you give the two teams that have earned the right to get to the World Series. They're
with you.
Their shine. So
I 100% agree. I think and again, they're missing the point. But is it the first time? No. We need to bring back the second All-Star game or the old home run derby show. I'm all about the home run derby show. I think that'll be cool to see. Pro Bowls comp and flag football is the bye week. Yeah, the skills competition and flag football. Yep.
What do you guys think about, because like the NBA started this last year, and you're seeing, I saw who else? Somebody else is doing this in-season tournament stuff. What do you think about
that?
Hockey
does it. Talking about the NBA?
Yeah, the NBA does this in-season tournament, and then there was somebody else that's getting ready to do it as well.
Soccer does it.
NASCAR is going to do an in-season tournament, like a 5 race or 6 race an in-season tournament between play. I don't know. What do y'all think about that? Like, I love it. If you had that during the baseball season, where you had plotted out these teams playing against these teams as part of this, in-season tournament. And you kind of like at the All-Star game, you kind of crown the winner at this like early season tournament.
Why not?
I mean, it's creating buzz in the other sports. So I just didn't know if you guys thought it would work with baseball. I know it'd be a little bit more complicated, but I think you could do it.
I'm going to disagree with you, Brett. NBA is not terrible. It's an offensive league now.
Yeah, it's a different league than what you maybe watch growing up. I mean, it's a lot less. It's a lot like the NBA All-Star game. It's much less defense, and everything. Everybody can shoot. Everybody
a lot more scoring.
Yeah, a lot more scoring, and everyone shoots the three, right? So,
and that's okay though. But that's okay.
Yeah,
it's the evolution of the sport.
Yeah,
I think I said at the beginning of the season, I was going to give the NBA another try this year because I haven't watched the NBA since the Hornets moved to New Orleans.
Yeah,
literally. I gave up on the Hornets when they moved because I thought it was ridiculous for them to let them move and then give them another team. I still hate that in every sport.
Right.
It's like, don't do that.
Val,
but anyway, I'm giving it a shot, but it is all just run and gun.
Val, you're rooting for the Steelers to lose. That means you're rooting for the Browns to win. I just want to put that out there, okay? It's okay. You can say, here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. You know what I mean? It's okay.
It's okay to root for Kadarius Toney and Jameis Winston.
That's right. Good. It's okay.
Well, see, with Val's content, it's more like eat some brownies, eat some brownies.
Eat some gummies. It's the gummies.
But yeah, Donnie, I think the in-season tournament for the NBA specifically has worked, at least for the first season, worked really well.
I love those, and everybody's complaining about the playing field.
That takes some getting used to, but
I like it.
It's different. I kind of like it. In fact, I would love to see them do something like that on the hockey rinks under the ice. How cool would that be?
It will be kind of hard just because of the color of the puck. You might lose the puck.
I guess that's true. But if you had it like during play, it had to be white, like it had to be normal.
Yeah.
But like when you score, you could light up, or when you got timeouts going, you could do some stuff. Like if you did it for that, but you kept it traditional during play.
I'm cool with that.
I think that would be fantastic. I'd love to see like all of a sudden the ice just turns red at one end when it scores.
I just like different. Like I know a lot of people can't stand like Boise State's blue field, right?
I love Boise State's field.
I love it too. I love that it's different.
Eastern Washington with the red field.
Yeah.
Such a fan.
I like things that are different. Like honestly, I really do. So
you're not gonna get me to say, oh, I hate that. No, I'm with you there. Like I truly believe that it is cool, it is different, and it is okay to be different.
I mean, it's like how Jameis Winston's just a different breed. I mean, he's.
I'm gonna need you to stop with that now. That's okay.
No, I mean he's a different breed. He is.
He's something. Schedule division against each other for mid-season tournament, then do a division winner in each league against each other for an AL, the AL or NL champ. That's fine. I mean, again, it's an in-season tournament, right? Do it bracket style, right? Just line up the AL against the NL, and then boom, just like the playoffs, right? Just include all the teams.
Yeah.
All right. Include every single of the teams. Do a best of 3. Off you go.
The best thing I can say about the in-season tournament in the NBA is that in the last probably 5 to 6 to 7 years with the NBA regular season, it's felt like everyone just kind of coasts. And it's load management and it's coasting until you get to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
The in-season tournament, I feel like, has brought some of that competitiveness, excitement to the league because guys want to play in it because they want to win.
Yeah.
So, in the regular season, you're just trying to do enough to get in, right? So,
Virgil, I've seriously thought about a neon puck. I seriously thought about that.
Well, I mean, cosmic baseball, right? The cosmic baseball takeover. Like that's different. That's different.
I can't remember. Yeah, you're right. It's somewhere in the southeast, Lynn, that has a gray football field. Let me get the team to look into that. Okay.
Don't worry. Hembo's on it.
But in that W bit, and then Who had the Cavs being the best team so far? I did.
Eastern Michigan has the gray field, by the way.
No, Eastern Michigan has it had red field.
No, that's Eastern Washington.
Oh, Eastern Michigan. I'm sorry. Eastern Washington is red field.
Yeah.
Eastern Michigan has the gray
Eastern
field.
Michigan has a gray field.
Central Arkansas has a purple and gray striped field. So again, it's cool. It's different. And there's nothing. And the players love it.
Coastal Carolina has the teal turf too.
Oh man, I love that one.
And Kent State has the golden field, right? Because they're just first place good.
Their last place horrible. They have not won a single game this year, bro. They suck so bad.
Golden flashes, baby. Golden
They're
flashes.
not flashing. They are
They're
not
flashing zeros.
They got flashes, but it ain't of gold.
It ain't on gold. Concussions everywhere. Brett says, hey, I started a website for my fantasy football teams. No WW because I can't string the 3 W's together. True story.
Do you have any ads on there how you shouldn't bet?
Yeah, right.
Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Gamblers Anonymous.
Gamblers Anonymous.
Phil, the school I teach at is finally getting turf. I've been pushing for it to be orange. Hey, man, do something different.
Yeah.
Flashy stuff, distress signal.
By the way, I don't know if I said this on the last episode, but shout out to Lynn for her first win in fantasy football.
Good job, Lynn.
Last weekend.
And who did you beat, Lynn?
She beat Logan.
She beat Logan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it.
Logan had a few players that were having an off week, but they ended up playing. So, but I think she would have won regardless, and she had a really good week.
I think that discount code and him hand delivering around Fort Wayne now has just got him so busy.
Hey, man, shout out to Logan.
He is crushing it.
Can we say my dude is crushing it right now? He is killing the game right there, man.
When I first saw hand delivered, I was like, dang, he's going all over. Then I realized it was only Fort Wayne. I was like, dang, I thought he's going to bring me something.
I don't know how true this is, but I can't verify it myself. But word on the street is that Santa Claus from the North Pole called Logan to kind of figure out, like how this whole like gift delivering is done. That's just what I heard. You need to talk to Logan to see if that's true or not. I'm just telling you what I heard.
Maybe he should have, come over and deliver something like that to, I don't know, North Carolina or
South Carolina,
South
Georgia,
Carolina,
like a little
Georgia,
southeast swing.
Or Georgia.
Start in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. You know what I mean? Just start making his way down.
Yeah.
He can even swing by Wichita if he wants to, but
you really can't.
He can fly into Wichita, and then he could be on a billboard.
Hey,
well, he actually can't go to Wichita because I heard that Santa also tried to get on the Fly Wichita billboard, and he was told he couldn't do that. Yeah, and then also you start approaching that imaginary mountain time zone when you start getting out toward Kansas.
What is that zone?
It doesn't exist. So I mean, so Santa can end up in a Bermuda Triangle of So,
okay, all right. One more time, out really quick. Did we get this wrong?
What
with the score? The Browns and Steelers right about now?
Oh well, y'all didn't want me to pick the Browns for content because y'all were all going Steelers, and I went with y'all.
Yeah, and you know what? Shame on me because I've known about Jameis's greatness.
Man, you need to stop with the Jameis thing.
Okay. I figured he would be the one that would go with the Browns, but this is typical of these matchups.
They haven't lost because Jameis has been bad. Jameis has been good.
And I just, dude, before the show started, and you probably didn't see it, but like Darla was right here standing next to me, and we were talking about this, and I was like, this is a typical AFC North battle. Yeah. Whether it's Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Cincinnati, you know what I mean? Pick your teams. But the AFC North, man, they just hit each other.
Mm-hmm. It's called smash mouth football.
It is, man, and I'm all here for it. I'm all for it. So, bring on the hurt. So, wrong Harry and Patrick, he called me. We are Central Standard Time zone.
I'm aware of that, Brett. I said you were approaching Mountain Time Zone as you keep going, and we all know that that's a made up time zone. So, you don't even want to approach it.
So.
That's where Santa makes up his time on Christmas night anyway.
That's right. He makes up so much time, he turns around and he goes around the other side of the world to get to the West Coast.
Really quick, before we continue to excuse me, to football, I want to make sure again, just want to put it out there. If you go to allfordbaseball.com and you use Dad Hat 15, okay, code Dad Hat 15 at checkout, you will get 15% off your purchase if you go and support local baseball, support local business, okay? Support our boy Logan, who is killing the game. Look at those stickers. Look at those teachers behind Donnie, by the way.
Yeah.
How sweet how comfortable is that green shirt, though, by the way?
Man,
It's
these
awesome.
both of these are so soft.
Oh, my God, so
They're
soft. The
perfect.
materials that he picks, the designs, I mean, Upper Deck, that's all I can think of when I see support local baseball.
Well, so I see that they sell T-shirts, they sell stickers. Well, Ed and Donnie, what else do they sell?
Oh, they sell hats, baby. Look at that thing.
Oh,
Look at
wow.
that.
So, but it's getting cold. So, like, what do they have anything to keep me warm?
Oh,
or
them hoodies, baby.
oh, them hoodies, huh?
Them hoodies. So I'm just want to put it out there. He is he is killing the game. So again, we're proud.
Brett, all sales final, by the way.
All sales final.
Least for you.
I want to make sure that we really are, because we're super happy and super proud of the fact that he decided that he was like, hey, let's go out and let's I want to do something with you guys, and then boom, there it is.
Yep.
Boom.
So all right. So I want to ask you guys a question. I almost put this, and I might put it tomorrow on all the socials. Give me, in your opinion, in the NFL right now, if you were to pick one team to give them an award, and I'm going to call this award the Dumpster Fire Award, what team would that be? And in the chat, I want you to pick your team, right? I want to make sure that this is as interactive as possible. What team in the NFL right now would you give the Dumpster Fire Award?
This is a close race right now. This is a very close race.
All right. Give me your choices. I made my mind up already.
Well, man, it is so close. I'll give you the two that I can pick between.
Okay.
It's either the Jets or Dallas. It's got to be one of them.
I went back and forth with those.
I get probably on the field it's really the Jets because of they've already gotten rid of their coach and their GM, which Dallas has not done. I would say the Jets have to be the ultimate dumpster fire, but it is a tight race with Dallas.
It's a close race. Okay.
Dallas is a dumpster fire because of Jerry.
Because of Jerry, correct. I'll give you that. Patrick.
Well, I mean, I think it'd be a 2-horse race as well. I'm going to go the Cowboys.
Okay. Why?
Because they've just been because they did nothing in the offseason. I'm doing this really for the content because Donnie already very expertly covered the Jets. So the Jets are a great pick. So I'm just going to take a different route to it. I think the Cowboys doing nothing in the offseason because they thought they had everything. They had a chance to get, Derrick Henry was basically all but calling them to go pick him up. They didn't do it. So as a result, they pick up Ezekiel Elliott. So they have no running game because right now their running game is atrocious. It's atrocious. I mean, you've got Ezekiel Elliott, Rico Dowdle, and didn't they also pick up I forget his name, but they picked up another running back too, but no one's done anything this season. Yeah. They make a move at the trade deadline to get Jonathan Mingo. Sorry, Donnie, I know he's a former Panther, your ex-favorite team, but they it just makes no sense, and they're just not going to get better. So I'm thinking of it this season, but I'm also thinking moving forward that even starting over, it doesn't feel like it's going to get any better. So
Dumpster Fires have asked them that people stop comparing the
two.
Okay.
And also just getting your butt handed to you at home, like getting absolutely
not won a game yet.
Yeah, but I'm saying, they're not just losing at home; they're getting steamrolled at home.
True story.
I mean, let's what did the Saints drop 40+ on them at home? The like the Texans made it a home game.
Who's the worst owner, Jerry Jones or Woody Johnson?
Ooh,
Carolina
I'd say Woody.
Panthers.
I'd say Woody.
Tepper's one of the worst too, but out of those two, I think Woody
May
is
I-
a worse owner. But
May I throw a third team? And this is
Okay.
not my team,
ahead.
but I've been thinking about this one. So this is something I've been thinking about all day.
You
May I
already
throw
said
a
it can't be your
13?
team. You already said it can't be your
No,
team.
it's not the Browns. It's not the Browns. New York Giants.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I would call them a dumpster fire. I think
I
would.
would.
I
Very
don't
close.
know.
Yeah,
I mean,
Did you
Did
know
you
where
see
they
Daniel
put Daniel
Jones' prepared
Jones?
statement? Did you see his prepared statement
One,
today?
he just pretty much just waved the white flag and like, bro, I know I'm done. I'm out. Do
Yeah.
you know where he's at in the depth chart?
fourth, yeah,
QB4.
yeah.
How embarrassing.
That's
Is
a
that-
financial decision there for between
Does not
him
matter.
and. Oh, I know, but
Oh, Donnie's team.
Donnie's other team.
Well, his
I like
main
that.
team.
Again,
Florida
we
Fighting
have
Donnie.
you have okay. So for my count, we have the Cowboys, we have the Jets, we have the Giants, and Jacksonville. Okay. To me, and again, this is just my opinion, it's the New York Jets.
yeah.
I'd say with expectations on the line, it has to be the Jets. Because
You misconstrued Jerry's all in. He meant he was doing nothing more. He wanted McCarthy to win what he had. He sabotaged this team and screwed up Dak resigning. He also lies about the amount of money available. Yeah, we know this. Yeah.
Virgil makes a good
Virgil's
point.
got a point. Virgil makes a very good point.
That's team number 5. So we got 5 teams right there. 5
Yeah.
teams. But you know what those 5 teams don't
it's
have?
not the Colts.
But you know what those 5 teams don't have? What one of those teams have that the other ones don't?
You talking
Aaron
about the 5
Rodgers.
teams we talked about?
Aaron Rodgers.
You know what else they don't have? Jameis.
They don't have Jameis, and Jameis is winning right now. But
Yes,
they
he is.
don't have Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers has been an absolute cancer. Just because he doesn't like the way it goes, that he tried to get everybody else. Dan Patrick did an absolute wonderful job today.
He did, because they gave him everything he wanted, and it didn't work, and he's the only one left now.
And what other team would you consider them bringing Aaron Rodgers at this point?
There's nobody. I mean,
Why would you?
the only landing spot, and I think Dan mentioned this too. The only landing spot that could probably get away with it, just because the owner is nuts, is the Raiders. I mean,
But
that's
why
really,
would you?
right? I mean, but now that
If-
Tom
if you're
Brady's
doing
involved
it-
with the Raiders, I
if
could see them doing it.
If you're doing it for entertainment purposes and to sell jerseys and to, revenue, then yeah, the Raiders are the clear favorite on that one.
yeah.
But to throw a little wrench in that, who just came from Vegas to New York?
Oh yeah, but he could also turn around and go back because he's a free agent at the end of the year.
Yeah, he could, but
He wanted
mean,
out of Vegas.
he
and
wanted
look
out
what
there.
Yeah. So no,
Like, 'cause he
stop
saw
it,
what-
Brett.
But I bet you if Aaron Rodgers were to go back to Vegas, he would go back. I bet he still has his house there and everything. Of course,
This is influencer
I
is
would-
correct. Aaron Rodgers is terrible. He's the only person who likes him. I don't think he likes himself, to be honest with you. He goes into dark rooms to avoid himself. So
Wow.
that's why I would put, because they fired the head coach. They shouldn't have. They fired the GM because he was doing everything that Aaron Rodgers wanted. And look what that ended up happening. The owner wanted to bench him after week 4.
I was about to say that phone call that took place
Yeah.
about suggesting to bench Aaron.
And then they all try to tell him, no, that's a bad decision. What in the world?
I mean, the thing is, like you said with the GM, he brought in some great talent. Now he whiffed on quarterbacks, but outside of the quarterbacks, he's brought in. They've drafted well. They've done some good stuff with getting some talent there. They just didn't. They brought in Aaron, like you said, they brought in a cancer that spread real quickly.
Yeah. I mean, you're right, Donnie. Joe Douglas did a great job with draft picks. I mean, Sauce Gardner, Brees Hall when used correctly,
Yeah.
Quinnen Williams. There's a lot of players, and that's something that.
What's the wide receiver?
Yeah.
Just
if you hadn't said it,
I know.
Mike Williams,
Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson. Yes.
Yeah. Well, we said that they whiffed on quarterbacks like Zach Wilson.
Well, and he went and got Devontae too. I mean, that on paper that should have worked.
For Rodgers, they also got Alan Lazard, right? I mean, is Alan Lazard a Jet without Aaron Rodgers?
True, but Lazard. I mean, they brought Lazard and Cobb and those guys in. They were past their point though. They had no business bringing them in.
Yeah, they were only bringing them in for Aaron Rodgers because they couldn't get Devontae Adams to start with. So you went with another receiver that in Alan Lazard. No disrespect to him, but I mean, why wouldn't you go and try to recreate magic if you're given the opportunity to?
Yeah,
but
you're not winning games with Alan Lazard and Randall Cobb.
No, you're not.
Jesus, Randall Cobb. God,
I forgot about Randall Cobb going there. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So I mean, it's unfortunate that Aaron got hurt last year because maybe I think all the momentum was lost with him going there because of that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it had been any different, but it potentially could have been way different if he'd have played through all of last year, not having to deal with that injury and not having to deal with all the off-field stuff that came because he was off the field so much. It might have played out differently. I just don't know. Yeah, let's not go there.
The girls.
I don't know if there is one, to be honest with you.
No, because he is his own worst enemy.
Yeah.
No one likes him. Have you ever seen this in any kind of sport? Someone who is just now, he went from being someone who they thought was like, man, sure, Hall of Fame. Like, I mean, let's take that away. All right, so he was a good dude and all that, and then all of a sudden, I was like, no one wants you.
I mean, he's not even commercial worthy anymore. I mean, he had State Farm, he had a whole lot of other stuff. He was doing commercial. Like, there's not even any marketing people that want to put his face out there anymore.
The only place where he shows up anymore is on Pat McAfee's show. That's it.
Yeah, and
once a week.
And hey,
he does the Jerry. He does the Jerry Jones version. Yeah,
Pat got him in there, and Pat gets some somewhat real talk out of him here and there.
I love what he does. I'm not denying that. I love listening to the Pat McAfee show just because they're
different. Indianapolis Colt, let's go.
But it's just like, my God, like, how do you? The things he says, right? Like, I mean, like,
Virgil's got it right. He is the conspiracy.
Oh, that's so good.
That's such a good way to put it, Virgil.
Virgil, comment of the night.
Virgil is on his game tonight.
You really are on your game tonight. I'm going to give you a start on that one. That was good. The one to open that can of no, he is a conspiracy. That's the problem. It's capital H, capital E. He is a conspiracy. Yeah. Exactly. So anyways, good talk, guys. I really like this talk. So, all right. So far this week, if out of those teams, let's make a consensus. This is week, whatever it is, 11. We're at now.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, it's week 12 as far as NFL.
Well, technically, it's week 12. Yes. Yeah.
All right, but we're in as of week 11. End of week 11. The dumpster fire award goes to
the Jets.
The Jets.
With
a very close second.
The Bears could be not on that level, but like we mentioned, like 5 teams. The Bears we could throw in there too with the.
Hey, the Browns just fumbled.
I think there's a difference between this is why and not. I know we kind of put a bow on this, but not. This is why I don't think the Giants are as much a dumpster fire. I think there's a difference between a dumpster fire and just someone that's off course, a team that's off course. If that makes any sense. Like the Giants made some bad decisions. They should have never signed Daniel Jones. That derailed them as a team. Yeah, the ownership is a great ownership team.
Great ownership.
I think Dable's not a bad coach. I just think they made some bad management decisions.
I 100% agree.
They're not this like ridiculous dumpster fire that Dallas and the Jets are.
They should have never listen. They signed the wrong player.
Yes,
they gave the wrong player the extension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again,
look what Saquon's doing.
I know we give Dan a lot of credit. I mean, to his credit too, he's like, hey, Saquon wouldn't be doing what he's doing now if he was still with the Giants anyway. He's
I
with
agree.
a team that makes him more successful. But you're right. In hindsight, they would have done better to give him the money, because it would have been a lot less money, even if they overpaid him on running back standards. It'd have been a lot less than they gave Daniel Jones and got another quarterback. Because they could have been in a situation. Think of it played out. If everything else kind of played out like it did this year, and we've talked about this, I think, the other day, what if going into next year you could bring in a rejuvenated, sort of rebuilt Sam Darnold with Saquon Barkley, the Giants? Now you're talking about putting Sam Darnold in a better situation with a better organization if you would have kept Saquon.
Yeah, no. Again, I still would have taken Saquon all day long. Daniel Jones needs to go be a backup somewhere.
Yeah. Well, he needs to do what Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield did, which the Panthers,
to their credit,
Panthers had both of those guys pass through on a one-way ticket. I mean, it was crazy.
Well, I don't know if you guys saw the flashback video. I even remember when this was first done, when Daniel Jones was coming out of Duke, and it was draft night, and Todd McShay was asked about him, and Todd McShay said even then, as high as he was taken, he says, I hear he's a great guy, a good locker room guy, really positive, and people like him, but on the field, he's a backup quarterback in the NFL.
Trubisky was the same way.
Same with oh man, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, but Todd McShay said that all the way back then and stood by it.
And you could make a career being a backup quarterback, a really good career.
Chase Daniel.
Oh, dude, that dude made money.
Yeah. I mean, he was a hot free agent there for one of those years, because he was just like backup quarterback was the thing to get, and he got paid. Trying to think. Brian Hoyer is another good example.
Brian Hoyer, yeah.
Jameis
Winston,
my guy,
backup quarterback, and
he's like Hall of Fame level, but like we can argue over semantics. But
all right, you down, bro.
I mean, you go back to Charlie Whitehurst. I mean, he backed up Phillip Rivers for a while, got paid, it didn't work out.
Seneca Wallace.
Who's the backup at with the Jets right now? Who's about to start if they bench out Aaron Rodgers?
I have no idea.
He got stabbed in the lungs.
Oh, Tyrod
Taylor.
Is that what Tyrod is now?
I forgot Tyrod was there. You're right.
Is that his 27th NFL team?
Tyrod Taylor again made a career out of being a backup, and that's good.
Seneca Wallace, right?
Yep, Seneca Wallace.
Yeah.
Seneca Wallace played for the Browns, bro.
Yeah, he was with the Browns,
don't I know it?
A bunch of other teams.
Don't I know it?
Yeah.
The Browns have had a lot of backup quarterbacks as starters.
We know. Trust me. ESPN likes to remind me every time the Browns play on national TV.
Except Tim Couch deserves more respect. That's all I'll say.
I love Tim Couch.
Tim Couch, that's my guy, man.
So
Brad, I'm going to keep talking.
Hit Patrick Newton, Frank Reich. Donnie, want to bet this Sunday's games for Old Ford shirt? Ed can keep track. I don't know what we're talking about.
He's asking me if I want to go head to head with him on the picks for this week's game for an Old Ford shirt.
Who said that? Brett did?
Brett, yeah.
I got to pull up.
I'm open to it. It just, I mean, I guess it depends on where we're going to disagree on as to what's going to be, because there's going to be a lot of games he and I are going to pick the same team to win. So we'll have to we can put the picks out there and see. I'm open to a bet.
I'm pulling Eric's picks because he sent them to me. So let's do that. All right, let's go ahead and start our picks, boys and girls. Because I mean, if we don't, we're going to be here all night.
Come on, bro.
Again, we're getting into the groove of this thing with this show. I'm just saying, guys.
But you act like we haven't made it a standard to go an hour and a half, bro.
At this point, it's more than an hour and a half. We probably get closer to 2. And want to fill every time and name all the. No, I will.
Oh, I could do pretty well on that.
Yeah, you could. All right. So I don't know where I put my notebook at, so I do apologize. So I'm using a notepad this time tonight to make our picks. But let's go ahead and start with Sunday, the 1:00 game. The Vikings going to the Bears. The Minnesota Vikings are 3.5 favorite. The over/under on this one, boys and girls, is 39.5. I will let you know. Eric picked the Vikings.
So can I do Eric's picks for him?
Absolutely. Please do.
Vikings.
I love it. Eric, Vikings. All right, Patrick.
I'm going Vikings as well. I don't know what's going on in Chicago. Maybe they're not dumpster fire worthy, but like Eberflus has to go.
They're not there yet, but they're close.
Not there, but Eberflus has to go if Caleb Williams is going to be anything. I don't think Caleb is going to be elite in the National Football League. I've said that from day one. We all have, at least on this show, this wonderful show of ours. But I think the Vikings are going to put it right. I know they haven't played well in recent weeks, but rivalry games, I think they're going to put it right. I think Sam Darnold is going to focus on ball control, and I think he's going to not be perfect, but I think he's going to be better than he's been in recent weeks. So give me the Vikings.
There is something to be said about rivalry weeks, right? Because the Browns usually would lay a goose egg if it wasn't on the, if it wasn't the Steelers or something like that. So there's something to be said about a rivalry weekend. But okay, Donnie.
Yeah, I'm going to go Vikings too. I don't see any way Chicago, even though they're at home, I don't see them doing anything to beat the Vikings at this point.
Let's do it with the sweep, baby, because I'm with you there. There's no way I'm picking the Bears. And Patrick, you said it perfectly. I don't know why Caleb Williams went number one. I still to this day do not know why he went number one. He was not a number one quarterback.
And I can't say Chicago didn't put talent around him. I mean, now has that talent played up to its capability? No.
Correct.
But
he also has that play too.
Right. But I'm not going to, you can't say that they didn't give him weapons. Like DeAndre Swift didn't all of a sudden turn into a bad back.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's the same with Jacksonville. Jacksonville and Chicago got talent. They just got horrible coaching.
Oh, yeah.
It's what it comes down to. They've got decent ownership, good talent, and bad coaching.
And we'll see what Thomas Brown does as the offensive coordinator, right? I mean, I don't think Shane Waldron was really the main problem there, but I think Eberflus is. I mean,
I 100% think that the thing is, though, there's two people that need to go, and that's going to happen. The GM and coach are going to go.
Oh, yeah. Ryan Poles, yeah. I mean, he should go at this point.
So, absolutely. All right. So the next game, 1:00 game. This is going to be a fun game to watch. For you, Patrick. Not really. No, it's not. Lions and Colts. Lions and Colts. It's funny because Lions are only favored by 7 points on this one,
which is a joke.
They're begging you to bet that one.
They really are. Here's the over/under 49.5.
Again, I mean, the Colts aren't as bad as who Lions played last week, but I mean they can nearly cover that. I don't actually. I take that back. I don't think they would cover that against the Colts.
Not against the Colts. The Colts defense is not as bad.
I was going to say, if there's a good part to the Colts team, it is the defense.
Yeah.
That's probably a pretty legit line, but it's probably 2/3 Lions.
I would put the line at 13.
I put the line more than 7.
Oh, definitely.
So
that should be more of a 9 or 11 or 13.
Is this at Indy?
It is.
Yes.
And that's another thing. It's not like they have outside conditions to worry about because the roof is going to be closed.
Even if it was in Detroit, they're both teams indoor teams.
Right. That's what I mean.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. Yeah.
So it's going to be talent versus talent.
Which Lions will win that game right now. So fair to say, everybody picks Lions on this one.
Yeah, I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna. I don't think they're gonna win that game. Give me the Lions. I'm giving the Lions there. Just like you're a realist with the Browns, Ed, and credit to you on that. I'm a realist with the Colts, man. I love my Colts. I always will. But
same here. But it's just
call a spade, you know, like it's like, I don't know that the Lions are going to blow them out like they did the Jaguars and some other teams they've played, Cowboys. But I do think it's going to be a comfortable win for the Lions.
okay. Eric picked the Lions, by the way.
Oh, sorry, Eric.
Yep.
Give me the Lions.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, boys and girls, another 1:00 game. Patriots and Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins are favorite 7.5. They are playing at Hard Rock Stadium, and the over/under on this one is going to be 46.5. Eric picked the Dolphins.
Give me the Dolphins.
Okay. All right, Eric. Thank you so much. Patrick.
You're welcome, but you hate me.
That is true.
No, I think that I'm going to go the Dolphins. The Dolphins, I still don't know what they are. I mean, maybe it's because Tua still come back, but that it's still early days. But I'm still expecting more out of a Tua offense. But I think they're going to have just enough to beat the Patriots. So I think it'll be a close game, but give me the Dolphins.
All right, the Dolphins sounds good. Where's Eric's picks? There we are. Okay. Dolphins. Donnie.
Yeah, I went back and forth on this one too, because this is one of those games I could see the Patriots sneaking in there. It's a division game. It's on the road, so anything's possible. I'm gonna take the Dolphins though. They're at home. I think they may have the better chance of winning this one.
So Dolphins. All right.
Brett took the Patriots. So
You
that's,
keeping track on that one, Donnie?
I am. Yeah, I'm putting down what he's got.
Okay.
Affirmative.
All right. I picked the Pats. Just kidding. No, I'm picking the Dolphins. Yeah, I got the Dolphins.
Is that everybody except for Brett making the Dolphins their pick?
Yeah.
Listen,
Watch that be the one game that cost me a t-shirt.
I know. I like what Drake May is doing with the Patriots. Like, I mean, I really do like this kid. He's played. You know, I think he's in the right place. I just right now, you know what I mean. I think the Dolphins have a little bit more firepower than the Patriots do, and that's it. I mean, it has to do with that.
But I think Drake May's play has kept the Patriots from being in that dumpster fire category, because they kind of were like not sure where they were going to be with Brissett, and when they put May in, everybody's like, "Oh, let's see what he can do." He looks horrible, but he's not really kept them competitive, but he's kept them relevant.
He has
to some extent.
Yeah, he has next to nothing to work with there, but
yes,
that is true.
Yeah, I mean, but both of you gave such great analysis, but all I'll say is there may be something there.
It's going to be a close game. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a close game with Miami just edging them out.
Mm-hmm.
So
rivalry game, like you said, Donnie.
Yeah,
I agree. Okay,
yeah,
so here's another one, boys and girls. Buccaneers at Giants. Zach Prophet will choose the Pats too, by the way. Patriots. Okay. Eric picked the Bucks. Take it over.
Give me the Buccaneers.
Cool. Thank you, Eric. All right,
You're
Patrick.
welcome.
What you got?
I've only got one phrase for you. Fire them cannons.
There you go. I love it.
Give me the Fighting Baker Mayfields.
I love it. Donnie.
Baker, Candlemaker. Gonna burn the Jets. Giants. Excuse me. I keep saying Jets.
Giants fans will be so angry with you.
I don't know why I keep calling the Giants the Jets.
Because they're both dumb.
Just make sure you're not talking to a Giants fan.
You guys know already. So do I even have to say this already?
No.
That romance is still strong.
The romance is still going strong.
Mm-hmm.
All right, boys and girls. Here we go. Here goes another one. Cowboys at Commanders.
Ed and Baker are like cake and icing.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake. I was just about to say it's shake and bake.
There you go.
Shake and bake.
Eric picked the Commanders on this one.
Give me the Commanders.
I
Go
love
Tigers.
it. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that.
You're most welcome.
All right, Pat, talk to me.
Jaden Daniels. What can I say? Go
All
Tigers.
right.
You know, and go Commanders in this case. I just can't pick the Cowboys in any game anymore. Not that I picked them a lot before, but
well, Brett did. So,
and that's why Brett's fantasy football record is what it is.
Okay.
So,
okay, Donnie.
Yeah, I'll go in Commanders. The Cowboys just have nothing. I mean, Cooper Rush,
Absolutely nothing.
nothing. I mean,
by the way, are you guys watching this game? It is an absolute blizzard going
it's
on in this game right now.
Yeah, I looked up and I'm like, holy smokes.
This is
Funny because
Cleveland
the guy
weather.
that Dan had, the writer for the Pittsburgh Gazette that was going to this game said most of the weather he thought was going to stop at 9:00. He was so wrong. It's gotten worse.
It's 10. It got worse.
Yeah, that's some heavy flake.
That's
right
some
there.
lake effect right there for you, baby.
Definitely.
but can we please talk about the poise that Jameis is showing by playing in this weather?
Get out of
Thank
here,
you.
please.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, the disrespect this man gets is just unwarranted. That's all.
No, I'm
saying.
sure it is.
Yeah, it's unwarranted.
You're
my
right.
my guy is showing leadership by leading this hapless Browns team to a lead over a very good Steelers team.
I hate you. Let's go. Let's go. 1:00. Another 1:00 game. The Kansas City Chiefs going to the Carolina Panthers. And did my boy just? Are they going for 4th and 1?
4th and 1, yeah.
But didn't they just have Boswell out there?
I think they called a timeout and oh shoot, don't turn around like that. Oh, he's throwing it too. Got it. Dang.
Hey, you're ahead of me.
Oh, sorry.
All right. So Eric pick the Chiefs.
Gonna support my wife. Give me the Chiefs.
Donnie, let's see you support your team.
She's gonna be sadly disappointed. There's just no way. I don't want to jump the gun here. Go ahead, Patrick. I'm sorry.
Patrick.
Oh man. Well, I don't know what team Donnie supports these days. I've really lost count, but it's Chiefs Kingdom for me all day, baby. Go Chiefs.
Hey,
They're gonna
Donnie,
rebound. You what?
Donnie, who you picking?
Yeah.
Not the Panthers. I keep looking. I'll keep looking to see if the ticket prices are going to come down on this game because I wouldn't mind going and seeing the Chiefs in person, but not for the prices they're still asking on these.
Hell
tickets.
to the no.
You're not going to pick fighting Dave Gettleman's?
I mean, the Chiefs are, they got that one loss. They kind of got the loss out of the way. So this is one of those games that they should come in here and they should win pretty easily. So, yes.
Oh, my God. This is going to go on forever.
Yeah. Give me the Chiefs or the Chefs, if you want to say.
Chefs.
They're going to cook up something here. So.
Okay. All right. So we got next 1:00. Titans, Texans. Texans is favored by 7.5. 40.5 is the over under. So Eric picked the Texans.
Give me the Texans.
Good job, Eric. All right, I like it, Eric.
Thank you. I'm the best talent on this show.
But you are. You're the best employee, apparently.
Give me a raise.
All right, cool. I'll give you a raise. Sounds like a plan. Pat, who you got?
Run.
Miss you, Eric.
Give me the Texans.
Okay.
Even though I don't know what's happened to them, like capitulating in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I don't know either.
but the Titans are so bad that I don't think it's going to matter.
Who's the starting quarterback for the Titans this week?
Isn't it Will Levis?
Yeah, well, I mean, shit. They had what's his name?
Mason
They
Rudolph.
tried.
They had
tried
Hellman
Mason.
boy.
Yeah, Mason Rudolph still hasn't recovered from that Myles Garrett wallop
A couple years ago.
Yeah. So yeah. I still
I
think the
agree with
Texans are too
myself.
good. You what? I agree with myself.
Mrs. Bush will take the race, and then Eric, I agree with myself.
That's because I make great points.
Did he make it? I can't see the ball. Yeah, he did. He made the field goal.
I was about to say.
Jesus, it's a whiteout. All right. God, I'm so happy that I don't live in Cleveland anymore. Donnie.
Give me the Texans. They're at home. They're not going to lose to the Titans. Can't see that happening.
Can I ask you guys, like, could this be a worse week than last week when it comes to football games?
Yeah, there's not any great game. Like last week only had that one good 1:00 game. It shouldn't have been at 1:00. And
the Pittsburgh and Baltimore game.
Ravens.
You're right.
Yeah,
it's almost like the NFL took like 75% of its schedule and moved it to Germany. That's the level of competition that we've got.
Oh my God, so bad.
It is. It's just this is like those weird weeks. And these are a lot. The thing is, there's a lot of division games.
Yeah,
some of these divisions are so bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is this? I think you said this, Ed. I just want to make sure. Is this Steelers Browns game being played in the house that Jameis built?
All right. So we got the Broncos and Raiders 4:00 game. Denver is favored by -6, 41.5 point over under. Eric has decided that he is going to go with Broncos.
So I'm not going to support my brother Joe's team on this. I think I'm going to.
I wouldn't either.
So I'm going to support my friend Val, and we're going to go Broncos. By the way, did I tell you about that time I went to Vegas and
no? So, anyways, hey Pat, what you picking?
Well, thank you, Ed. I think I'm going to go with the Broncos. I think that they at least have some hope with like Bo Nix under center.
I like Bo Nix. I'm a fan of Bo Nix.
So do I. But
Auburn days, and even I like Bo Nix at Oregon.
We didn't talk about the Raiders being almost a dumpster fire, but like Antonio Pierce has just had, he's questioned people's effort this year. I mean, the one of the worst quarterback rooms ever.
Look at the screen. If you're behind me, I was wondering how the numbers were so perfectly dark, but it's CGI'd.
That's CGI'd, homie.
Yeah, I didn't realize that at first. I looked up, I'm like, dang, during the timeout, how did they get those numbers clean so nice and neat? And then when they showed the field look from the end, I was like, oh, it's CGI.
Donnie. Oh, Donnie.
They're just unbelievable.
I'm too old for this new technology.
No, we can do the different colors on the field that we were just talking about earlier.
Back in your day, they turned numbers.
Oh, my God.
Hey, they used to go out there with brooms and sweep the numbers.
I did like Bo Nix at Auburn. I think he, Auburn just didn't.
Yeah.
Auburn went down real fast.
Yeah, well, I was going to say Auburn didn't like Bo Nix at Auburn, and Bo Nix didn't like Bo Nix at Auburn.
And that's a shame because he grew up being an Auburn guy.
I know.
And he should have been a legacy guy there.
And
the fact that he went all the way across the country.
I think he had to do that though. To kind of like just to kind of clear his own head and kind of do his own thing.
He needed to man.
Yeah, he needed to be removed from
the Southeast.
It's something that we have not talked about enough is the fact that you have a lot of players that are staying later in college now because of NIL.
Yeah.
23, 24, 25 years old. You're a millionaire already before you even make it to the NFL.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, some of them, they have more ability to earn on NIL than they do in the NFL because they're not everyone's a first round draft pick. I mean,
and not everybody has guaranteed to make the team.
Well, and if you're not a first round pick, I mean, you're making peanuts in your rookie contract in the NFL,
and it's not guaranteed.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah. I mean,
and the
under
thing is,
control.
These are good investments. As much as I hate it in some regards, these are good investments for the schools because there's so many guys that are, legends at their school that were not going to play professional, or at least not going to succeed professionally. And
it also gives other schools, it makes them now. You're noticing them. Look at Colorado. Right. Look at Colorado.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, Colorado wouldn't have half the recruits that they had if it weren't for Prime.
Right. Oh, I agree. I 100% agree. But at the same time, you also got to have a booster team right there ready to, shell out some money.
Which they do. Colorado's credit, they do.
Yeah.
And look at them. They're on the cusp of making the college football playoffs when they have been in purgatory for how many years?
Yeah, they played BYU, right?
And beat BYU. No, they're playing BYU. BYU lost,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, and these collectives, they don't care what you're going to do after college. They only care what you're going to do for them while you're in college.
While you're in college.
So they're willing to pay, because a lot of people are like, well, why are you paying this guy? He's not going to ever play, much in the pros. He's not going to be successful in the pros. He's not going to ever play in the NFL. Why are we paying him all this money? Well, you're paying him to get your school somewhere. You could care less after that.
He don't care about it.
What you're paying for is flipping commits. Like,
exactly.
Let's show an example today. The number one player next year flipped from LSU to Michigan, right?
Well, and then a couple of days ago, one of their commits from that's entering now from Alabama is entering the transfer portal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
until you sign, it's a free for all.
Could you ever imagine that Alabama will be losing so many good players to the transfer portal or decommitting and going to other places because they're being offered a lot more money to play at another school?
Well, I think you're seeing ramifications for actions from both coaches and players at institutions now. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't tell me that Brian Kelly's, comment that got caught on Chris Hilton Jr. saying you're not coachable. You can't tell me that quarterback commit didn't see that.
Exactly.
Oh, 100%.
He's like, I don't want to play for this guy.
And quite frankly, I don't blame him for committing to.
Yeah.
Like, if I had to choose between playing for Sharon Moore and Brian Kelly, I'd play for Sharon Moore.
I agree.
Yeah.
Brian Kelly has lost respect and lost the team.
I'm just calling it like I see it. I mean, I'm devastated because like LSU never gets good quarterbacks ever. So
I saw that one, Lynn. The USC commit a quarterback. He decided that he's going to Colorado. So I mean, again, it goes back to what we're saying. NIL has really changed the game into what it is now.
Yep.
And I don't want to hear it from coaches anymore about these kids, no, because coaches always did the same. They could have they were always allowed to leave whenever the hell they wanted and left the school the way it was.
Well, and I've got to give Saban his due. You don't like it, retire. Like, Saban knew that was.
He knew he wasn't going to be able to keep up,
or he just didn't want to. He didn't want to have to mess with it.
Good for him.
Yeah,
he's making good money. He's on ESPN now, and he's making good money. He's making a living.
Well, he's about the only coach that could have just walked his way into College Game Day. I mean, like, name another coach that could do that.
Bill Belichick.
Not College Game Day.
Not College
just
Game
kidding. Day. Yeah, he's doing really good
NFL
with
NFL Primetime on ESPN Plus. Maybe
he's doing good on Monday Night Football with the Mannings.
Yeah, he is, and he also makes regular appearances on McAfee's show.
Correct.
So okay. Now that you talk about it,
so we still got to get your picks, Patrick and Donnie, on the Broncos and Raiders.
Yeah, for me, it's the Broncos.
Okay. Donnie.
Yeah, they haven't sold their soul yet, so I'll go with the Broncos.
I like that one. All right, here we go.
Well done, Donnie.
I like that one. 4:25 game here on Fox. 49ers at Packers. Green Bay is favored by 3, meaning this is a pretty even game right here. So, and 46.5 is the over-under on this one. And Eric,
well, we know
you
what
know
Eric
who?
picked.
Yeah.
I picked the Packers. Go Pack, go.
Yep. Okay.
That popped up right as you said
Right
that.
up,
That was
right,
hilarious.
right,
Like, right
yeah,
on cue.
Right on cue, dude. So, all right, Pat, who you got?
This is a tough one to pick. Because with the 49ers, you just don't know what their injuries, right? Like who's going to be playing. And it makes a big difference when you're talking about the 49ers if one person plays or if they don't. Like, is George Kittle going to be back? But is this game at Lambeau?
Yes.
It is.
For that reason alone, give me the Packers.
Okay.
Go Pack, go.
All right. Donnie.
Yeah, same with me. I was kind of tossing this one around as far as whether the 49ers could cobble enough together to be worthy of winning this game, but I'm like with Patrick. This is on the road in Lambeau. I don't know if it's going to be bad weather. It's going to be certainly be colder. So give me the Pat.
I'm going to disagree with you guys.
And that's not a bad pick. I mean, this one I think could go either way, but I'm giving the Packers.
I know. It could go
I'm like Patrick.
way.
I'm giving the Packers the benefit of being at home.
And the fact that it's only a 3-point, like they're only favored by 3 points. Like you were, I'm taking it right from you, your book, Donnie. They're home, so they're going to get that 3 points.
Yes.
So I think it's a even game. I'm going to go with the 49ers. That's all I'm going to say on that. All right.
For the content.
For the content. Hashtag for the content.
49ers as well. So.
All right. So we got the Cards against the Seahawks.
This is even more of a toss-up than me.
Eric picked the Cardinals.
Give me the Cardinals.
All right. Pat.
This is a tough one.
I haven't written it down on my sheet yet for my own self because I'm still debating this.
I put mine down. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. I got the Seahawks. The Seahawks went in. They beat the 49ers right there at the end. You know what I mean? And that was a really good game, back and forth. I still don't think the Cardinals are that good, so I'm gonna give the edge to the Seahawks.
And I have no stats to back this up. I'm just going off of my gut here. And correct me, guys, if I'm wrong. Seriously, I don't really know. The Cardinals are not very good on the road, are they?
They're 2-2 away.
Okay, well, then they're okay on the road, I guess. But
I mean, and again, they're 6-4. So I mean, they got a winning record. The Seahawks are 5-5.
They played a lot.
At the end of the game, they both could have the exact same.
I can't say anything on record other than I was 100% wrong about the Cardinals. I was. So
I'm not picking the Cards.
Yeah, but I'm picking the Seahawks to win this one. I really think Lumen Field is a real home field advantage. It's one of those one of those stadiums where I really believe it's the 12th man, as they call it, right? So sorry, Terry. I know that's a Texas A&M thing too, but they do call it the 12th man at Lumen Field as well. So give me Seahawks.
Okay. Donnie.
Yeah, I was just trying to look and see who the Cardinals actually had beaten. I mean, they beat the Jets and the Bears the last 2 weeks, and the Dolphins.
Again, bad teams.
Yeah, they beat the Dolphins before, or that was the game Tua came back in. That was a close game. They beat the Chargers. They've been kind of up and down. Give me the Seahawks at home too. That is a tough place to play, and that's where I was leaning. Cardinals, they're sneaky good, but I don't know. I don't think they go into Seattle and win. So I'm gonna take the.
I love what Donnie's picks. I don't know if he's going to be 2024 Donnie or 2023 Donnie.
I know. This is so weird.
Because 2023 Donnie was road teams.
Yeah, I kind of rode that a little bit, but
yeah, but I mean, 2024 Donnie has been home.
Yeah.
Home is where the heart is. I mean, but I love it. It just you don't know which version you're going to get.
I like it though.
Yeah, I do too. I love that Donnie's unpredictable. I love it.
It's hashtag for the content.
Yeah, that's why I voted for him. That's why I voted for him.
All right, boys and girls.
Unlike
Eagles and Rams. Philadelphia is favorite, and they're at in Los Angeles. Okay, so you got their SoFi Stadium. Eagles are traveling. They're 8-2. Rams are 5-5. Eagles are favorite by 3 points on this one, boys and girls. So what do we think?
Brett, I'm still here.
Oh my God, Jameis Winston just launched himself and scored a touchdown, baby.
Don't disrespect the greatness that is Jameis.
oh, that was a spin move there.
Look at that. Did you see that?
Dang.
Wow.
And they're going for 2.
Interesting. Don't go for 2. Just get the points.
Jameis is standing on business.
Is Jameis missing part of his face mask or something?
I think it's the headset.
Because it didn't look like he had the top white bar on. He doesn't have a top white bar on his helmet.
That helmet doesn't have.
Yeah, he's just got the
helmet. That helmet that he wears only has the bottom.
That looks funky. When everybody else has the full white face mask, that one it just looks like it's like part of it.
Oh my God, he caught that.
Yep. Dang.
Okay, and Njoku.
Crab legs all around tonight.
I know, right?
And
yes, Brett, he does.
What? I have no shame. Don't hate the play. I hate the game.
Oh my God.
Jameis.
It looks like there's snow crabs this time. Snow crabs. I like that one, Virgil. Again, Virgil with the good ones tonight, man.
Yep, Virgil gets another star.
Yeah, he does. Okay.
Yeah, because I went crabs and I didn't even think about snow crabs. So yeah,
snow crabs. There you go. Pat, Eagles, Rams.
Sorry, I'm still caught up in my Jameis hype. Yeah. I'm loving it because my guy's balling out. If I'm afraid of Sirianni overcoaching and trying to insert his bad calls into this game, but I still think that the Eagles are starting to figure it out. It's going to be close in LA because Nakua's back, Cooper Kupp's back, and I think it's a decent Rams team. But I'm going to go the Eagles. I'm going to pull a 2023 Donnie Wise and go with the Eagles.
Eagles, okay.
Eagles, go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Okay. Brett, I was in the Navy. You know what? Crabs.
Oh my gosh, Brett.
Okay.
Listen, in the Navy is a song by the Village People, okay?
True story. True story. Okay, Donnie, who'd you got?
Man,
While Donnie decides, I'm going to go with the Eagles. I'm going with the Eagles. I still want Puka Nacua to have a good night because I have him on my fantasy team, so I need him to do good. But I think that
Donnie's kicking my butt in fantasy.
But God, I think that the Eagles have more firepower than the Rams right now. So I'm with that. I'm going with the Eagles.
What did that other guy pick?
You know who he picked.
Give me Philadelphia.
The only thing that scares me about the Eagles is they haven't really. I mean, they've been on a roll, but they've been on a roll against all bad teams. They haven't beaten, except for the Commanders last week.
Mm-hmm.
That was a pretty good game. They have not really beaten anybody significant.
Did Eric pick
the Rams? I'm going to go Rams on this one.
Okay. All right.
I don't know why I shouldn't, because the Eagles are the better team.
2024 Donnie, let's go.
I don't know. The Rams are at home on this one.
Brett, I also have 8 wins that you don't have.
Oh, fire.
Yes, I also have Jameis.
Okay. I like this. Okay, go on, you. Okay. Last game here.
But Eric took the Eagles on that one, to
He
be
did.
clear. Okay.
Yep. All right, Monday Night Football. Ravens, Chargers. Brother against brother.
Ooh,
Sibling
Harbaugh Bowl.
rivalry.
Harbaugh.
Harbaugh.
The
Wait,
Harbaugh.
that's
Harbaugh.
also in SoFi.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I wouldn't want to be working at SoFi this weekend.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh goodness.
Oh,
Donnie, hope they don't
man.
hope they don't call you with any fiber needs.
My boy picked the Ravens. Eric picked the Ravens.
Give me the Ravens.
Pat.
Oh man. You know what? I'm going to do one for the content here. I'm going to take the Chargers at home.
Okay.
I think their Chargers have a good defense. So I think they can nullify some of Henry's impact. They can't stop him altogether, but I think they can keep him from just running roughshod over them. So yeah, give me the Chargers.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that.
Bolt up.
Okay. Donnie.
Yeah, I too am going with Jim over John. I think the Chargers defense is better than the Ravens defense. And I think this is going to be a pretty good Monday night game just because of the whole Harbaugh thing. I think Jim wants to come in and show his brother who's boss a little bit. He probably won't admit that, and he probably doesn't consciously think that. But I think there's part of him that's like, I want to show you what I've built here.
I want you guys to know that before I even decided to make the pick on this one, I had already made up my mind.
You picked the Ravens, didn't you?
Bolt up, baby. Let's go.
I was about to say he's only picked the Ravens once this season, and he didn't want to do it.
I didn't.
Was that against the Browns?
It was against the Browns, but they lost against the Browns.
Well, that's the thing. Well, that's the thing about the Ravens, though. They play to the level of their competition a lot of the time.
Yeah. So, bolt up, baby. Let's go.
Bolt up. And by the way, that pick is for Zach Beeson. By the way, Zach, if you catch this in a recording, thank you for your service and keep
and be safe,
man.
They just gave him a roughing the passer for that.
Who's disrespecting Jameis?
That was on Russ.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
No, that was on Fields.
Well, I mean, is Fields in there?
Yeah.
That's okay. Then Fields was obviously guilty.
I was snowblind.
Oh my God! Stop with these refs are so bad.
Sorry.
All right, over-unders, boys. Eric already gave me his pick. Eric gave me his pick already. He said that Vikings Bears. He's going to take the over on that game.
Ooh. Yeah, at 39.5, I can understand why.
Patrick.
Lions Colts, give me the over.
What's the Lions Colts? 49.5. Okay.
I mean, I think the Lions are going to get a lot of those points, but I think the Colts could do a little bit.
All right, you're going to take the over.
Yep.
All right, Donnie. Okay, seriously, really, guys?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to take so long.
Yeah, that one was on me. Sorry, Donnie.
I'm going to take the under on the Green Bay game. I don't think. I don't know that there's necessarily bad weather. I think that's going to be a low-scoring game between the Packers and the Niners for some reason.
And that is 46.5?
46.5, yeah.
Under?
I'll take the under on that.
All right. So I am going to go with I'm going to go with the Ravens and Chargers. That is 50.5. I'm going to go with the under. I don't think it's going to be that high scoring of a game.
So Brett's got Chiefs over.
There you go.
I don't know about that one.
Man, I was hoping someone would just pick that game so we could nullify his pick.
Really, Chiefs?
I don't know if the Chiefs are going to go over on that, but he's already put it out there. So
42.5 Chiefs. I don't know, man.
Is Pacheco back this week?
Possibly.
Too early.
He was practicing. So I don't know if he'll be fully back.
Yeah. Maybe they'll dip his toe. Maybe they'll treat him like Chubb.
Yeah. Just give him a number set of plays and then get him all warmed up. And then maybe, I mean, they're playing down here in North Carolina. So, okay. Good.
Your boy just got a flag for that?
Again.
Did he get a flag?
I got a flag.
He did.
Got a flag.
Was that for unsportsmanlike conduct?
Yep. Yeah, he grabbed the chin strap off of somebody's helmet and threw it on the ground. I mean, not the chin strap, the mouthpiece.
Yeah, sorry about that, Ed. That's a former LSU Tiger. What is Eric saying? No, he's not about.
I don't know.
They're stupid mistake. There's 3 penalties. Okay, I'll give you that one. Last one. Don't do that. That's an idiot call. But like, really, you're gonna do it on a sportsmanlike conduct on a chin strap? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Brett, that's not on Jameis, my man.
Unreal. Whatever. It is what it is. It's still 8 minutes left. We can still pull this off.
Oh no. So Pacheco's not going to be playing. Okay. Well, that's good for me. I need Kareem Hunt to get some carries.
Man, I miss Kareem Hunt with the Cleveland.
Kareem's been playing well. I mean, it just depends on whether he gets a touchdown, whether he's useful in fantasy or not.
True story. Well, this was fun, guys. Again, another wonderful night that we, picking some games and talking a little foosball, a little baseball. Oh, it's fun.
That's right.
This game is really making me mad. These stupid penalties right there, back to back. Yeah. Oh, that's a little suspect.
Yeah. Do you still want your minor league report or?
Yes, please do.
Okay. So the new, I'll start with the news that Donnie sort of hinted at to start with. And Donnie, I'll need you to help me with the date because I forgot what the date was. I know it's in June, but the 4th. Birmingham Barons, June 4th.
June 4th.
So on June 4th of 2025, the Birmingham Barons will be playing Virgil's Rocket City Trash Pandas at historic Rickwood Field. I believe that's a night, like a June 4th in a night game.
It's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday. Night. So
see, that's a tough. Why do it on a Wednesday?
Yeah, that should be a Saturday or something.
Certainly be a Saturday or a Sunday night.
But I know I would love to try to find a way to make it to that game.
I'll pick you up. It's only a 5-hour drive for me. So if I'm
good. Oh, good. You'd make the detour to come pick me up.
Oh no, you got to go stand on I-20. You got to go down there and find a spot.
Literally stand on I-20 and then
just like find a place to park, hop the wall, and just tell me what exit number you're at. I'll slow down and grab you.
Wouldn't be the first time I've done it. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Well, that's a story for another day.
That's a story for a different day.
That might even be for a different show. We'll see.
Probably.
We might have to go. We might have to go over 2 hours to get to the late night.
Hey, that's called Cops. Anyways, anyways, so be on the lookout for that. And I think it's important that we support games at Rickwood for just the history of it. And shout out to you, Donnie, and to Eric, and to everyone that's gone to those Rickwood games, because I do think it's important to support those games.
To Virgil's point, real quick, that he just put up there. They may not be paying to bring in stanchion lights and crane lights, so that may be a businessman special day game.
Okay, well, either way,
which would be better for me. get up that morning, go
Yeah.
down, get back home at night.
Yeah, very, very good point.
Yeah.
So tomorrow is a big day for some
Oh
announcement.
yeah.
Let's see. I'll start with the two that you all know about, and maybe a third one that maybe not everyone knows about. So there's actually three tomorrow.
Okay.
The Bowie Bay Sox are going to be making some type of announcement, and I don't know that all these are new identities. They may be, they may not be, but there are announcements. So that's what I'll say. The Bowie Bay Sox have one tomorrow, time to be determined. I don't know exactly when that will be. Then we have the Carolina Mudcats mentioning their Wilson one and their which will be their identity, I believe, in 26.
26, yeah.
So based on all their communication and branding, I still think the Mudcats identity will be there in 25. I haven't seen anything to suggest otherwise. The third one came through email with subscribers, and there was a teaser video with it.
Okay.
The Beloit Sky Carp have some type of announcement. They sent out an email to people who are on their email list, and they put out a teaser video through Vimeo, and it showed Poopsie at a restaurant, being served something, and then the waiter brings out whatever it is. So I have a good feeling that's going to be
so we got a food item.
Maybe, I don't know, but that's what the teaser video would lead you to believe. Now, whether that's a swerve or whether that's on the right track, we'll find out tomorrow, but it's going to be tomorrow morning sometime. So just be on the lookout, but they haven't really put that on social media, but they've been sending out.
Interesting that they're doing that and not on through social media.
Well, I mean, like I said, I got in the way I found out is I saw an email that came to that came through. I think it was 2 days ago. So some people may be on it just said, it was yesterday. I'm sorry. It said something big is coming. And it said, what could the surprise be? Find out on Friday is what it said. And it gave a link to a video. So, so I don't know. We'll find out.
Sounds good. I like it. It. We got some good stuff coming.
Yeah. And then I'll try to wrap it up. I know we've gone kind of long, so I'll try to finish up quickly. Lake County captains are going to be pronouncing something on December 3rd. They're going to be I don't know. They put something out on social media about that, about the future of baseball in Lake County, I believe. Lakeshore Chinooks have been hinting at some changes for their branding with a color scheme. They've not announced, they've just been teasing it. There's not like a date on that. So Lakeshore Chinooks of the Northwoods League, for those that don't know, let's see, Kannapolis Cannonballers, November 26th, say about something about, I don't know if that's an identity, but something about baseball in Kannapolis. And they're teasing something. And
we got Logo Vember's kind of like,
it's really starting to pick up. So,
okay.
So those are just a few of the things that we're seeing. And Lynn, I don't know. I don't know what list I was on, but she said she got Beloit emails and doesn't recall anything. I can't speak to, what list it comes from. It's just, it just said it was something that was sent out to email list, and so we'll see. Yeah. So
ABC Supply Stadium was nice. Went to Summer Cigars. Hey, you know what? But there's a lot of good stuff going on with minor league baseball. So I like it a lot. Should I have not turned off the TV?
Oh, did you turn it off? Oh, so you didn't see Patrick's boy fumble?
No.
And give it to the Steelers on the 30
and
just throw a touchdown pass?
Oh, the night is still young. The Steelers might pull this off.
Yeah, Jameis got, I don't know if it was a sack or it was a strip. I think it was a strip sack. And actually, on the very first play, Pittsburgh overthrew the receiver.
The Browns will be the Browns, baby. The Browns will be the Browns. And I love it.
Russ is back in on that drive too, cooking that one there.
Yeah, well, let's see.
They're going for 2 now.
Yeah,
What's the score now then?
19-18 going for 2. Try to make it a 3-point game.
Yep, I would.
That's because Jameis has a flair for the dramatics, so he's gonna lead a drive.
He won't.
Oh, that was bad. That was a horrible pass.
So still 19-18.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see. Anyways, guys, it's been fun as always. Make sure that you catch all of these knuckleheads next week again. Well, only one night next week, okay? Only one night, which is Tuesday night. Thursday night is turkey night. So let's not do anything crazy, okay? Let's spend time with the family.
Time with the family, yes.
Exactly. So we will not be on Thursday night, but we will be on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And we will be talking some football. Yes. Yes, you did, Val. Yes, you did. But yeah, and again, All Ford Baseball Co. Make sure you guys go to his website, support local baseball, support local business. Use code DadHat15 at checkout to get 15% off your purchase. Brett. All right, guys. And then
did you see Brett's comment?
Let's just say, due to my position, some Midwestern teams will be switching cities. Can't say yet, but Diamond Baseball Holdings is trying to screw it up.
Bum, bum, bum. All right, story to be determined later. We'll come back to that one.
Yeah, let's put a pin on that one. We'll talk on
that one, Brett.
Yeah, let's get some more info, and then we'll talk about this on Tuesday. I like this. Yeah. All right, boys and girls, but have a wonderful night. Be safe. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.